All right, future opera singers. Let's get right into this. We have just drawn a rectangle. And important things to note is that when we drew it starting at this 0, 0. That was what we called it. But also, whenever we draw anything, any component, it is going to start in the top left area of that component. And it's going to be a little bit tricky once we get into our next one, which is our new one right here, ellipse. So right here, I imported the geometry for the ellipse 2D. Now we want to actually add this ellipse into our program over here. So how we do that is that we use that ellipse 2D. Now, because it is a 2D graphic, we actually get a lot more information about it. So we need to use a double right here. So it is ellipse 2D dot double. That's going to fill in a little bit more information. I'm just going to call this ellipse 1, so L1. And that is going to be equal to new. And we are going to call the ellipse 2D dot double again. And now there's a couple arguments that this one has to take. Once again, it is our X, our Y, our width, and our height. So those are all the arguments that it's going to take. So let's say I want to draw this right on the corner over here of my window. So how I will actually do that, and that's because I don't have any values in here yet. If I wanted that to occur right here, the center point of this is not where we're drawing from. We're drawing from the very top left of the circle. So if we draw it right now at that 250, 250, the top corner is going to go over here. So if I want to set it at the center point, I am going to do, first, I'm going to say that it is a circle. So it's going to be 50 tall, or 50 wide and 50 tall. So all good over there. Now, if we want to have the center point of that, we're going to say that from the center, or from the outside to the center is 25. So we're just going to take our location and subtract 25 from each of those spots, and we should have this wind up right on the center of it. So now I can go and I am going to do my G2 dot draw, and I will call this L1. All right, while I'm here, I am going to Control copy. I am going to make a second one, and I will call this L2, draw L2, and I'm going to put this at 0, 0, just so it's a little bit clearer what we are looking at. So that's 0, that's 0, and then I'm going to make this 150 over here. All right, so now I can compile this, and I've got my main window. I'll compile that one as well. And whoop, I'm going to go over to this one, void string arguments, and I will draw this. All right, cool. So it worked. So we still have my rectangle that I drew over here, right here. And now this other circle, notice that even though it's at 2, 2, 5 and 2, 2, 5, it is not at the center point. That is actually this point over here. So you draw all the way up from where its furthest Y component is, and all the way across from where its furthest X component is, or yeah, to the furthest X component. And now we have got that point. That is where we start drawing from. Same thing over here. If you've ever used Microsoft Paint, you click and drag, and it doesn't fill out the same way that you'd click and drag in the center. Those of you that have used AutoCAD and Inventor, I'm so sorry. It pains me too, knowing that we're not drawing from the center point. It does. But that is how you use the ellipse tool. So that is it. Enjoy drawing some ellipses. I will talk to you later. Bye.